this era.
No question. Coach Pope knows exactly what the expectations are. And Kentucky, all these players understand exactly what it is. So that test and the exam starts today. See if they can pass it.
Rupp Arena. Brandon Garrison, Jalek Dunkley, and it is the Wildcats. Cats team. Deep on the shot clock. Chandler. Guarded by Malone, has to heave. Off the mark. More great defense here for Nicholls. Diabate with it. Driving on Searles. And a foul comes late. It'll be the first here early on in this game. Here's Otega-Oweh into the lane. Teardrop, no. Three starters, English, Searles, and Malone. And a turnover here as Kentucky will take it the other way. Noah heaves for three. Too strong. There's Colin Chandler at the point.
Nicholls
guarded by Malone. And give Nicholls 8 seconds on the shot clock. Colin Chandler hoists the three. Getting out in transition and playing sound defense. They're going to try to improve those tonight.
Careless turnover there.
Into the game for the first time, the senior out of Bahrain. English working on Chandler, high off the glass. Great feed inside, Diabate gets it, throws it up, and it'll go.
Basketball team, because of his leadership, you can see it in everything that he does.
Searles inside.
Good second effort.
Colin Chandler for the logo. Now by Diabate. And now the turnover. Oweh going the other way. He's fouled. Kentucky still searching for their first three-point field goal. Brandon Garrison tries to give it to him. And the circle
guys off of the dribble. But Kentucky is standing up. After watching that Georgetown game, a lot of teams are going to try to take Kentucky off it. Chandler stand up and done a great job defensively. Otega-Oweh on that cut. Oh, it's tough.
Extra pass open in the corner is English.
They're under 4 timeout yet. And having experience, you really want the under 4 timeout to settle you down, catch your breath. These guys are a little bit breathing a little hard. This is the first game, you can tell it.
Chandler running the floor, the slam. Kentucky fans hoping to get him back ahead of the Louisville game looming next week. Chandler will go.
Free throws have been something they've been emphasizing.
Dunkley spins into the paint, pushed it off the glass. Ambition season for him in his first year with the Wildcats.
15 of 15 assisted turnovers against Georgetown. Really want to see that improve tonight.
Trigger for Zayden Croft.
That's the lid off of it for Kentucky.
Jalen Searles pulls over Marino and an air.
Real physical presence for this team, which is great for guys like Malachi Moreno, who's going to the line right now, to have to play against that.
Also bringing in a talented class of freshmen headlined by Marino and Johnson. We talked, I think, in March, Robbie.
Without a doubt. Aberdeen is coming off of a national championship. That type of experience is priceless. To hear that.
4 minutes since their last points. There's English, great feed inside. Malone is fouled.
What they want to do on the screen. So screen on the balls, it's up to the big. So the importance of communication. Which he did that and did a pretty good job.
And I think at times early in this game, Malone
got some free throws out of it.
Aberdeen running the show here for Kentucky. Cam Williams looking for a three, back iron. He'll drive, kicks. Williams once again. And he has just not been able to get last night in Raleigh.
Tavon being 30 years old, Southland Conference has really got a gem there as a head coach.
Malachi Marino, the first free throw. Successful, in and out on the set.
Excited about where they are. They haven't played great. They don't feel like they have. And Kentucky is allowing them to stay in the game.
Rice drives. It skips off the iron, and Kentucky struggling offensively as well. Jasper Johnson almost gave it away. Contest from the field. Christian Winborn dialed up. Diabate out of control. Oweh tried to tip it back. Korch, just one of those guys that you see what you get. He's been a glue piece for this Kentucky roster here early on and misses the front.
That's what he does. He's an offensive player. That's his deal. It's good to see him sticking his nose.
In this last year's class.
It's a Kentucky kid.
Grew up here in Lexington.
As you can see that ball trap right there.
English, a tough two. Trey English, one of 3 returnings at McNeese, now 2 here for Nicholls. There's some good basketball played down. Jasper Johnson considered the 3, passed it up. Diabate will take it off the iron. And Noah over Hamoda. Too strong. Kentucky with numbers. Johnson open for 3. Too strong. Kentucky looking for a look in the interior. Instead, Oweh chucked the. They've been looking for Brandon Garrison a couple times on the last few possessions. Running the show at the point. Drives on Malone. Yelovich wide open.
Yelovich, he just missed the shot.
Malone working on Marino. On Cam Williams after the reach in there. That'll put Malone at the free throw line. Starting lineup combinations for Nicholls in their first 21 games last year.
We talked to Coach earlier. He said
into the backcourt. Aberdeen cuts through the defense and finishes it. English considered the 3. Now Malone dials one up. 5 on the shot clock. English. Couldn't sign. Marino had the mismatch. Aberdeen sways into the tray.
Yeah, they're doing a good job responsibility-wise and making shots really, really hard, just like that one. Had the nice spin move. Should have powered up, didn't. Moreno got the offensive rebound. Got it taken away because he wasn't in practices. It's time to step up and knock down free throws. Like that may be implemented again.
Johnson 1 of 2. English working on Chandler, throws it up and it'll go.
Conference play.
Moments like this, you need guys like English, one of the leaders on this. Scoring first half from Rupp Arena. This is an opener for both of these teams.
Foul discrepancy. The size discrepancy usually leads to foul discrepancy, and that's what we're seeing right now. And then he just brings his lunch pail to work every single day. You know what you're going to get, and he gives it to you every single time. That's the gap coverage right there by Colin.
Good close out by Chandler. English lines up the 3. Halfway down. Dunkley has 3. He's still on the bench. No, right there. He takes the 3. Inside is Malone. Aberdeen in the pick and roll game. Garrison had position inside. Aberdeen off the glass. Aberdeen came off the bench. He missed the final exhibition game with what was dubbed a leg strain, but Crass working baseline, nowhere to go. Here's Dunkley. Much like his name, that man's got some bounce. Dunkley working on Chandler. Now Trey English, the long 3. Now Nicholls pushing numbers forward. Dunkley couldn't get the shot off, now does. The drive, the pull from Zayden Cross, well short. Open in the corner here in the second half. He began his career at Arizona Christian, an NAIA school. Diabate coughs it up. English pushing in transition is Grant Sanders. Back-to-back 20-win seasons in the first 2 years under Taven Sadler. Has the 3. Oweh steps into one of his own. Halfway down and out.
Exactly.
Quick trigger, Dunkley for 3. Down for last week in a play like that, it kind of feels like when you pull up to someone's house and find the full-size candy bars.
Oh, yeah.
Cross pulls up. Oweh, preseason SEC player of the season, and I think one of the neat things of Otega Oweh's story, when he graduates this year, he's gonna, when you look at Otega Oweh's next step, what is that this season? Cam Williams back on the floor for Kentucky.
Still a guy trying to understand the offense, get in the flow, and find his legs. I think, again, he would be more. Aberdeen just brings a different pace to this Kentucky basketball team.
Searles hoisted up the 3. With Milwaukee, he gets about 5 steps on every basket. Jasper Johnson couldn't hit the tray.
Nicholls is playing more free the second half as well, though.
Marino, Mr. Kentucky basketball last year after an incredible senior camp.
Phenomenal freshman debut so far. Brandon Garrison in practice every day. Ball. Great finish.
There's Brandon Garrison, drives the paint. It skips off, gets a second try at it.
And to make an athletic finish after a miss. Really well done.
Rice rises up. Jasper Johnson as his defender on skates. Use the back. Wide open in the corner is Rice. Drives. Been assisted. A strong percentage so far. Dunkley drives baseline. That in a season opener, a home opener for Kentucky. Diabate has a mismatch here on Sanders. And Sanders, Kentucky trying to work it inside. They find Diabate, he gets a step on his man.
And then Mo bailing him out with the cut at the end of the clock.
Dunkley, he's been a nice spark in the second half right there.
There we go.
9 points for Aberdeen in his return from injury. Rice, off-season addition from Cleveland State, where he played for 2 years for the Vikings.
So far, however, the outlook for him is positive. Extremely athletic, like we said earlier. And
Dent gave up the three. Crass hounded by Chandler. Dunkley inside. Colin Chandler, coming out of high school, was one of the top basketball recruits in the country. Chose to
get some minutes. He's going to get his opportunity and chance to play basketball this year. It's just a matter of, is it point guard? Is that where
Harrison was able to keep that one in play? Chandler.
Oh, my goodness! 5 Sports Center play right there. Wow. Whew.
The entire Kentucky fan base on their 4 points as we work with under 5 minutes to go. Now up top for Marino.
Colin thought he
Give Nicholls credit, they've found a lot of good looks lately offensively. Rice has been a big part of that and hits the tough J there. Marino trying to take advantage of the second chance. A third, and now fouled. And just got Big Blue Nation on their feet with this emphatic slam.
It's the game that matters.
You kind of opine that maybe with how early that game is, it maybe.
And everybody, whatever. The bottom line is everybody wants to win that game. And no matter.
For Chandler, that emphatic slam a few moments ago. Jasper Johnson wants the three, he is fouled.
Anything else, when you shoot shots that are in the flow, when you're shooting shots that are in the rhythm, that's when you make shots. It really shows how well Kentucky can shoot the basketball when they're taking good shots. Teams are shots in the second half.
And I think that's what should give Kentucky fans a lot of hope about what this team can look like if you can really be as good, if not better, than they were a season ago.
You can't have an engine running without some gas or some diesel. And our gas is getting to the basket as well. We talk about Aberdeen and the way that he made them play speed-wise, but then they're still down here competing. Oh, my goodness, watch your head.
The blow-by there from
the lights got to them. They didn't score many points. Now they're finally free. Got free a little bit.
Kentucky set to go deep into their bench for this game, and now you get a chance on opening night to play in front of this fan base.
Everybody has a part. I mean, that the starters do, everything that the scholarship guys do. Let them come in and get some.
Marino, a bench piece on that Florida National Championship team last year. Missed the first in this new season.
Taking care of business, doing what they're supposed to do.
In.